The gem war was ruthless, lasting for a little over 1,000 years and claiming the lives of hundreds and possibly even thousands of gems and humans alike.
So she saved the world, that's good!
No such thing as a good war, kiddo. Gems were destroyed. People too.
There's no wonder why so many fans like myself would agree that this horrifyingly realistic aspect of Steven Universe has always been one of its most interesting storylines.
So, all this time, we thought Rose was this rebel leader, but she was just rebelling against herself?
What a sick joke!
Now, after finishing the Steven Universe Art and Origins book as well as the Steven Universe End of an Era art book, I'm very much convinced that the writers must have never gotten the chance to explore the events that went down during the Gem War as much as they wanted to.
They said you popped out of the ground with your helmet on. I took out 80 crystal gems before the sun went down.
Because understanding what every gem was actually doing while the war was going down shockingly paints this entire tragedy in an entirely new light. Do you remember when Peridot would make her terrifying debut during the season 1 episode titled Warp Tour?
I can't believe that went so well.
That was kind of great when you hit it with your spear and it went like...
And the way you were circling around it almost looked like strategy.
What do you mean by that?
This site may have been compromised.
Well, our girl would apparently spook the crystal gem so much that they decided that it was a great idea to use an extremely dangerous and old gem artifact called the Shooting Star to try to nuke the entire galaxy warp in hopes of keeping Homeworld off of the planet for good.
Hold it steady. We have to send this to the galaxy warp without warping ourselves.
You what?
There it is! The Shooting Star! An ancient elemental, so hot and so volatile, it can only be contained in ice.
We'd learned from Pearl that the Shooting Star was packed full with so much raw power that if it were to accidentally go off while it was inside of a warp stream, then the thing would literally explode forever in warp space, which is beyond insane.
If the Shooting Star goes off mid-warp, it could explode forever in warp space.
What?
And even if we do manage to destroy the entire galaxy warp, they could still find another way to get here.
Not a great plan.
The Shooting Star, being as devastating of a weapon as it was, could be seen in Homeworld's huge plans for the Earth during the season 2 episode titled It Could Have Been Great.
What were you thinking shutting this operation down? It could have been great!
And this is notable because of the fact that the Diamonds would intriguingly decide to construct this super weapon right next to the galaxy warp. Something that can be confirmed by putting the map of the Earth that was given to us inside of the Steven Universe Art and Origins book up against the map of the Earth that we'd see pop up on Pink Diamond's monitor inside of a moon base.
We made it out all the way over the ocean. I wonder how far out we are. Oh cool, the galaxy war!
Lapis Lazuli was brought to the Earth in order for her to help terraform the planet into that. And while she wouldn't really get the chance to do all that much during her short time being free prior to the Gem War, based on everything that we'd learned about Lapis Lazuli's from Yellow Diamond during the season 4 episode titled That Will Be All,
and I get terrified, a Lapis terrified.
I think that it should be safe for us to come to the conclusion that our girl Lapis was directly responsible for most of the water-based anomalies on the Earth that we'd get the chance to see over the course of a series.
Oh, and the water damage.
I was only meant to visit for a short time.
Thanks a lot, you idiot.
Which includes locations like the Lunar Sea Spire, the Sea Shrine,
Steven, come on!
I'm coming!
and most importantly, the Galaxy Warp. Yeah, it's highly likely that Lapis was also the gem who was tasked with clearing out most of Siberia on the world map, which makes a ton of sense because again, devoting her life to Homeworld by terraforming planets with hydrokinesis was kind of her entire thing.
They just don't understand that they're doing harm. You get it. What made it click for you?
A cycle of horrible torture.
Circling back to our original discussion, Bismuth confirms that little Laramar, aka the corrupted gem that was guarding the ice cavern all the way back during season 1, was actually one of the original crystal gems.
Did she bubble everyone who disagreed with her? Oh, no, it's not like that. Tiger's eye. Little Lorimar.
Yes, that little Lorimar.
What is this wonderful noise?
Those are the joyful screams of people on a roller coaster.
Human screams are my favorite of the Earth's delights. I want to hear the human screams forever.
He did the same joke about 3 times already. I don't think it's funny anymore.
And this immediately stuck out to me as being incredibly odd, because that would heavily imply that the ice cavern could have been used as another one of the crystal gems' secret bases.
Whoa. I've been here before.
What?
Now, I've theorized in the past that little Lorimar, being one of the original crystal gems, could have been working on the shooting star for Rose Quartz as a last resort against Homeworld. I mean, think about it. Based on how powerful this super weapon was described to us by our girl Pearl, then other crystal gems would really need to do in order for them to win the gem war as quickly as it began was to warp the thing directly in the middle of the city without thinking twice.
He's out of line. But he's right.
Plus, this ultimate weapon that was guarded by one of the original crystal gems is literally called the Shooting Star. But based on the fact that Rose Quartz was actually Pink Diamond all along, then she probably wouldn't be that excited about the idea of wiping out all of her friends, family, and many creations that were still living on the planet.
Rose wanted to fight for her. She wanted to fight for gems. And maybe she was foolish and maybe even selfish.
Don't get me wrong, Pink was extremely ruthless at times, but was she really the kind of gem who would decide to completely nuke her own kind? Most likely not.
Pink and Diamond, she's back. Our Diamond, Pink.
So instead of the crystal gems actively choosing to retaliate against Homeworld by using the shooting star to, you know, change the entire outcome of the gem war, I'm thinking that Rose must have actually put little Lorimar in charge of guarding the super weapon in hopes of stopping the Homeworld gems from activating it on the Earth. After the gem war would eventually come to an end with the infamous launch of a corruption song at the hands of the remaining members of the Great Diamond Authority, Pink Diamond would officially choose to reform as Rose Quartz while forcing our girl Pearl to take all of their many secrets with them to the grave. Now the real question is, why were the crystal gems trying to get their hands on the shooting star again in the present day to begin with? Remember that Pearl was guiding the rest of the gems to the thing long before any of them would find out that Peridot was tasked with getting the Galaxy Warp up and running again. I mean, while it could have simply been to make sure that there weren't any gem-powered nukes lying around for humanity to accidentally stumble upon, I'd like to think that the gems decided to retrieve it just in case they'd ever need that kind of firepower on a rainy day. Either way, I'm excited to see if Last of Us Stars will be open to revealing more details to us about the Gem War, or who knows, maybe even introduce us to an even more brutal and devastating storyline going on in the present day that will make us beg for a simpler time.